Hello and welcome to Fire Walk With Us, Episode 7. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And Justin. And last episode wasn't episode 5, it was 6.
Shut up, Justin. This week we're talking about the episode Realization Time. So in this episode, Agent Cooper goes undercover at One-Eye Jack's along with Ed Hurley and Harry S. Truman to find his chief murder suspect, Jacques Renault. Unbeknownst to Cooper, however, Audrey Horne is also undercover as a hostess. Meanwhile, Manny, Donna, and James engage in a scheme to fool Dr. Jacoby and steal a tape recorded by Laura prior to her death. Bobby, still jealous about Laura having an affair, sets out to ruin James. Alrighty, so what did you two learn about in this episode?
So many things, and so many things are coming together and colliding, and it's nuts.
Okay.
That bird had a lot of information.
Yes.
Laura, don't go there. Stop, Leo.
Yeah.
Poor birdie.
What clues did you uncover in this episode?
Why did Leo shoot the bird?
Because the bird can mimic and talk, and he knows...
But how did he know to go to kill the bird?
Because he overheard it on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because
he had one of those police scanners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, David, what was your number one clue in this episode?
Number one...
The one you think is the most important.
There's kind of a whole lot of particular things that I made note of with that sort of stuff. The one specific one I noticed from my notes, Hank stole that lighter.
Yes, he did.
So that's going to be a big important thing with stuff there.
I'm pretty sure it won't be brought up again.
No.
No.
The poor bird with all the info it dropped off.
The poor donuts.
And then Leo had to shoot it.
The donuts. They were all covered in the bird's blood.
Well, the ones that were close to the cage. The rest of them off to the side.
I wouldn't trust it. You can get salmonella or something.
I love how for you the tragedy is they ruin donuts.
Well, it's true. It's a big staple of the series. That and coffee.
It is. Well, cherry pie as well.
Yes, indeed.
Nah,
Damn good coffee and cherry pie.
Nah.
Alrighty, so there's a number of things that are important that happen in this episode.
Audrey kind of making her way to One-Eye Jack's.
Yes, so that is going to become very important very soon.
That doesn't surprise me too much.
We also hear part of Laura's tape. When Bobby, Maddie, and Donna listen to part of it.
Oh, yes. No, they kind of go through the whole situation there, and...
Did you learn anything from that tape?
It kind of gives us verbal information that, yes, she has another side to herself and was kind of playing a game with those sorts of things.
Indeed.
Okay, so we get Audrey at the perfume counter officially in this episode.
Yeah, she's not very good. Not very personal with the people.
Okay, that's a pretty great scene.
Well, yes, but she could have been like, oh, are there any actual fruitier ones? Give this one a shot.
No, she has to be a dick.
She's great.
It's true. It is Audrey.
Why don't you just hang it around your neck and you get 2 statements for the price of 1? That's a great freaking line. So while she's working at the perfume counter, she goes to investigate in the manager's office.
Hey, look, a distraction over there.
And by investigating, pretty much snooping through his stuff, finding his smokes.
Yeah. And then Jenny gets taken into the office. The other girl who's at the perfume counter.
Yeah.
And we find out what goes on in the perfume counter. I'm assuming you are going to think that this is important. Because we know that Laura worked there.
Yes. Whole bunch of connections to the place of things.
Yes. There are a lot of connections to Ben Horne, aren't there?
Yeah. Also those bloody unicorns. I mean, seriously, who would think that would make a decent gift?
I also like how she just left it on the desk.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Okay, so... Oh, yes. So when Truman, Big Ed, and Cooper go to undercover at One-Eye Jack's, they pretend to be oral surgeons.
I think one does. I'm not sure what Cooper specifically says, but it wasn't specifically an oral surgeon.
Well, Big Ed tries to, and then he
No,
very quickly he goes, "Nah, fuck it, I own gas stations."
No, I think it was he owned a gas station. He
Oh yeah,
forgot
he
about
says
it,
that.
but then
and
he said he was an oral surgeon.
I love that. It's a pretty great scene with him.
God damn it, Ed. He is not the best actor.
He has a great moment there with Blackie, though. That's really good.
Nah, that's true.
It's really great. And then we find out about the new life insurance policy on Catherine.
Oh, yes.
That was taken out by Josie and Ben, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because the entire thing was done over the phone, so we don't know if they actually did it or not.
So could have been someone easy enough mimicking their voice.
Or just not even mimicking, you're saying that was their name. Because this guy could be from another town for all
Right.
we know.
So, not too specifically involved.
You also mentioned the bird,
Yeah,
which
the bird.
says a few things and gets shot.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But thankfully the recorder was there, so...
They will find out about that. There's also a scene where Maddie dresses up as Laura.
To assist with fooling Dr. Jacoby.
Yes.
Yep.
So, let's talk a little about Dr. Jacoby.
He weird.
Oh, no shit.
I can't... that's going to be interesting in the future. So, do you think it's possible that Dr. Jacoby is involved? Because he hasn't exactly been terribly helpful.
After this
With the
episode,
murder?
I'm
No.
starting to have my doubts now.
Okay.
Because yes, with all the particular stuff that Dr. Jacoby has been involved with, and all the particular things that he has, or that would link him so much to the case, how he supposedly acted with hearing the supposed voice and being brought down with them fooling that she was back, brings me more to the concern that he was trying more so to help or figure out on his own who the killer was
Okay.
in sort of a specific sense. Because, yes, he had the necklace and he had the other tape that was given to it. We heard a snippet of it, but not all the information from it. But
That was like several episodes back.
exactly.
And there are a whole bunch of tapes there.
Oh boy. Of course there are.
So, we also, at the end of the episode, James and Donna go into I guess it's meant to be the hospital where Jacoby comes out of.
Oh no, I think that's more of his office.
I
Honestly, with where it's situated. But his office could be situated around in the hospital.
I thought it was in the hospital because that's what it was implied in an earlier episode. But anyway, it's not terribly important. And then James comes and he puts something in...
You mean Bobby?
Bobby.
Bobby
Yeah.
comes and he puts something in James' gas tank.
Yeah, he does. I was kind of like, oh god, did you put something in there to cause him to go into a crash? Why are you still trying to kill him, you idiot?
So, do you think that's his intent? Or do you think he just put a big old bag of cocaine in there?
That's what it turned out to be, as it sort of was, so trying to frame him.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, not trying to kill him, but still trying to supposedly have him pay for consequences of him being involved with Laura because you dated him.
Yeah. So,
And even though he's trying to date Shelley, and why does he still care? I don't know.
well, and it also doesn't make a whole lot of sense because his fingerprints are all over that fucking bag and James has never touched it. So,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
he didn't think that shit through.
Well, it's Bobby. What did you flipping expect?
Doofus A. He's not going to, no.
Bobby isn't as dumb as y'all keep making him out to be.
I still call him to.
Okay, so Bobby might not be the brightest guy, and yeah, he's occasionally a dickhead.
That's definitely true. He does still have some intelligence, but
Yeah.
there are moments of stupidity that he has.
Yeah, he's also 18.
Yeah, true.
So,
Goddamn teenagers.
so Leo finds out about Bobby and Shelley in this episode.
Mm-hmm. And then he's basically pointing the gun at him. And then he kind of, once he heard the message or the thing on the
It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I need to take care of this business
Yeah,
first.
he-
Yeah,
Just
that was
to-
apparently a higher priority than
Well, yeah.
taking care of Bobby, because he knows he's probably not going to hurt her or anything like that. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, so
Besides, Leo does more hurting to her than Bobby ever done.
Yeah. Despite the fact that I still don't think that they're good together as it is, because Bobby, oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
yeah, well, if you'll notice, there's a lot of the shows that about people making bad choices.
So many bad
Indeed.
choices.
So many bad choices. Alrighty, so who is your top suspect right now? Whoever wants to go first.
As it sits, it's still kind of sitting with Leo, but as it is, Dr. Jacoby has kind of fallen off the list a bit, with him showing a bit more care and concern for Laura.
Yeah.
But also with the fact that he got knocked out, so he's kind of out of the picture for the moment.
Okay, Justin?
I'd say it's about the same as it was last time.
Audrey still
Nothing.
has some sort of involvement.
Oh, yes. She's at One-Eyed Jack's for some reason she probably knew that Cooper was going to be there or something.
It's like, oh man, if he's gonna try and get some words out of the girls, I'm gonna be the one that gets to be
Well,
picked by him.
There's no way that she could have known he was going to One-Eyed Jack's.
Wasn't it?
No, how would she know?
I don't know. She has ways. I don't really know.
No,
She has
that
a
would
way
be
of
too
getting
convenient
information.
with that. But,
She went there to go undercover to get information to give to Cooper.
true.
That was her motivation.
true.
But now Cooper's going to be there.
Yeah.
No,
And,
yeah, I guess not. It was more so a reconnaissance of getting information for Cooper, and
Yeah.
aside from knowing that Cooper was there. It just would have been a happy sort of coincidence to have been like, oh wait, if Cooper was there and Audrey turned out to be the one that they hooked up with, you would have been like, oh yay! But even then, yeah, who knows? But yeah.
Okay. So at the very end of the episode, we get a POV shot of somebody in the bushes seeing Donna dressed up as Laura.
Yes.
Who do you think that is?
I have no idea because he's covered in black all over, and you can't get any sort of discerning marks.
is it Bob?
We haven't seen Bob in a while.
Very
He hasn't
true.
come up for a couple episodes.
Very true. I don't think we've even seen Bob aside from a couple of specific visions. So
Indeed. I mean, he'll probably come up next episode for sure.
We've only seen Bob so far in either visions or in those like one-shot things that they did in that one episode where they had the
Yeah.
moment with Bob and a moment with Mike.
There has to be a
He's
reason.
never interacted with anyone.
There has to
Yeah,
be a
so
reason
true.
that
yeah, Bob's still important.
he was
Yeah,
envisioned.
Bob is still important.
He can't be just a make-believe person.
Okay. So do either of you have any questions for me after this episode?
No, I think as it is, most everything is kind of making sense. Well, within the case, we'll have to wait until you get the random tap on the shoulder. It's like, what? And then something from left field comes in and slaps you back to reality.
All right, Justin, do you have anything?
There was a few times Invitation to Love was on,
Yes.
Yes.
where basically things happened where someone was shot, or I don't know.
Yep. And we are building towards a season finale.
Indeed.
True.
Next week, in fact.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if someone will get killed next episode.
You'll find out soon.
At least shot.
Anyway, there was a note that I had here about Audrey like a boss. I just wanted to double check because Audrey managed to get herself as a hostess at the
One-Eye Jacks.
at One Eye Jack's.
And yeah, she
She
tied
got-
she tied that cherry knot.
No,
Yeah.
with
no,
her
that makes sense because her name escapes me. Blackie.
Yeah.
She brings Audrey in and goes through the whole song and dance and sniffs her out of, yeah, you just got in here and managed your way in here. Why the heck should I not stop right now and boot you the hell out of here?
I can tie a knot with my tongue. Yeah.
I got some talent. She's like, okay, that works. And
Yes,
then, of
my
course,
resume.
another one of those Audrey like a boss moments.
Yeah, Audrey is pretty great. we're definitely gonna have some significant Audrey stuff next week.
I would not be too surprised with there being a hostess as One-Eyed Jax.
Yes.
Same.
And I can't wait to see how you react to what happens with Audrey.
Oh boy.
And a few other characters, to be honest.
More so, oh boy.
Okay, so we're gearing up next week for the season finale.
So things are going to kind of come to a head,
Yes.
be somewhat resolved, or things are going to come up being like, I didn't expect that. That changes everything.
One of those will definitely happen.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
Maybe two of them.
Oh, god damn it. God damn it, Twin Peaks. Why?
Because...
Do you think there's any chance that they'll solve the murder next episode?
If it's just at the end of the first season, and from what I remember you saying in the past that they were somewhat expecting the series to continue on before they were given the stamp of being canceled, probably not.
No?
I probably don't think so, but someone will probably get killed for sure.
Okay, so you're banking on someone getting killed.
Yes.
Do you have any predictions for what you think is going to happen next episode, Dave?
Something's gonna happen with Leo. He had that incident with Hank, and he's pissed about being shot, and Bobby being with his girl. So yeah,
I'm
he's
predicting
kind
either-
of boiling over
I'm
as it
predicting
is.
either Leo or Dr. Jacoby dying.
Okay,
I
that's
wouldn't-
interesting.
I wouldn't think things would be that bad with Dr. Jacoby because he did get knocked out from the looks of it. I was a bit concerned that it was probably gonna head to a bad sort of point, but it seems that he only just got knocked out from what I understand. Aside from that, there's still that person that Cooper was chasing.
Yes.
So that's probably going to be some involvement with that as well.
Yes, we do have a number of loose ends to tie up next episode. Alrighty. So, neither of you have any questions for me, correct?
No, I think as it is, it's just going to be a question of what the heck the next episode's going to bring to the party to stir things up.
I'd rather not spoil myself on any details, but I can already kind of see a few things happening.
Alrighty, so all I'm going to tell you about next episode is it's called The Last Evening.
That doesn't surprise me too much with it being the last episode you gave me to watch.
Yeah, so that will be next week. So do you have any last minute thoughts, either of you?
Nah, it's I
No?
think it's just a question of figuring out how things are going to pan out in the next episode.
Indeed.
Alrighty, well that has been episode 7 of Fire Walk with us. I'm Paul.
Dave?
And Justin.